What's the Chow Chinchows JoesphGames here. Welcome to Season 3 of the NBA, the National Battling Association. I am your coach of the Everton Empoleons, and we are back. Yeah, Season 2 fell apart. About 4 weeks in, it just fell apart. People just stopped uploading. People just stopped, battling. It just fell apart. And we had an entire restructuring of the league, and we went to sort of an NPA model where every mon costs a certain amount of instead of like a tier draft, every mon costs a certain price, and we have a certain amount of points, and each mon costs a certain amount of points, so we take away points from the certain amount of points if we want to buy them on. So that's sort of how we've done it. It's sort of like more like a fantasy football league now. So I kind of like it like this. Anyway, this is our team for Season 3, and the way I went about this team, basically, I did it by myself. I built this team by myself without the use of my front office, which I'm kind of glad I did because I kind of needed that, really. So I'm really happy with the team I've got. I think I've built a really nice team. It structures really nice, and it's a team that I've wanted to use for a while now, but I've always never had the opportunity to. And this league has gave me the opportunity to buy some really interesting mons. So let's take a look at them. We're going to start with Excadrill. I've always wanted to use an Excadrill. I really have. I never got the chance to use an Excadrill, and I've always wanted to use one in Draft League. I love Excadrill. It's just an amazing one, and in Draft League it works so goddamn well. 2 amazing abilities in Sandrush. Well, actually 3 amazing abilities in Sandrush, Sandforce, and of course Mold Breaker. Mold Breaker's okay. Does some interesting work. You can just get rid of abilities by that way. Hit a Pokemon with Levitate, with Earthquake, that kind of thing. That's really cool. Anyway, but of course we have Sandrush for getting the. So if we have Sand Up, our speed is doubled, and that's amazing. Of course we have Sand Force as well, which boosts our attack power in sand, which is also great, and we also have an immunity to sand, but we already had an immunity to sand being ground and steel anyway, so there we go. Amazing. We can go for Drill Run, Earth Power, actually probably not Earth Power because our special attack is awful, Earthquake. We can go for a load of different moves. Iron Head. Wait, we get Poison Jab? Oh. With Iron Head and Poison Jab, we can destroy fairies. Literally destroy fairies. Sludge Bomb, Shadow Claw. Oh, Shadow Claw. That'd be good. Rock Slide. Oh, Swords Dance. This Toxic. This X-Scissor. I believe you get... Do you get U-Turn? No, you don't get U-Turn. Okay. I kind of thought you might. Anyway. But, yeah. Excadrill, an amazing Pokemon. Cannot wait to use this thing. Driller is just going to be awesome. I haven't used an Excadrill in a good long while, and I really wanted to use one in Draft League, and I cannot believe I got this. So yes, I'm very, very happy. Then we went, because we replaced 11th, we got another pick very, very quickly. Decided to get my Mega, and I like my... This is a Mega I've never used before in Draft League, and it's a Mega I've never actually used in real life too, because I just haven't had a chance to use this. But this is Mega Caesar. This is Edward, the Mega Caesar. I like Mega Caesar. I've always wanted to try it. Mega Caesar has an amazing ability of Technician, which boosts 60 power base moves. Moves to have 1.5 power, including Struggle, which is really cool. So we get some interesting moves via this. Air Slash, Bug Buzz, U-Turn is probably more likely to be used. We can use Hidden Powers and get really good. We can get Defog, we can Knock Off. We can get rid of the field with Defog, we can Roost, we can set up substitutes, we can Swords Dance, Toxic, Cross Scissor, U-Turn. Set up a Tailwind, Superpower. Excadrill could not Excadrill. I mean, Mega Caesar could work out really nicely. I've seen what Darude has done with his Mega Caesar in the IBL, and I kind of really want to kind of give it a try myself here, and I'm really happy that I got a chance to do it. So, Mega Caesar, Edward, it's going to be amazing. Then, of course, I went for Melodic. I like Melodic. I've always liked Melodic. It's one of those very bulky walls, and yes, I have used it in Draft League before. If you go back to the very early days of things like IBL season, the Indigo Battle League Season 1, of course, also in the Pookie DraftKings League. Remember all the way back then, I had it in a team. I can't remember which team, because this, like in the Pokey DraftKings League, you got so many different teams because you didn't actually draft a team, you just picked mons. But anyway, yeah, Melodic is amazing. Marvel Scale, competitive, and Cute Charm. Probably going to keep with Marvel Scale. Yeah, Marvel Scale is the one that you really want to keep with a Burn Orb. I can't remember how you what the spelling is, but with whatever the Flame Drive is, Flame Orb is. Is it Flame Orb? Yeah, Flame Orb. There you go, Flame Orb with the Flame Orb to get the burn, and of course, if we're burned, we have a 1.5 defense, so that's really cool. We also get Scold, Aqua Tail, Surf, we can Dragon Pulse, we can Dragon Tail, I can Calm Mind, I can Coil, get Hidden Powers, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Iron. I get Iron Head. I don't really think that'd work very well, but I get Iron Head. I can set up a Light Screen, I can go for a Magic Coat. Magic Coats are really cool. I've seen how they work in the IBL, and that'd be cool to do as well. I can set up a Substitute, go for Rest, Sleep Talk, another Toxic User. I think this mod is just one of the. I think this is a really cool mod, and we can do some serious work with Melodic. I'm happy that I got a Melodic. Melodic could work out really nicely. And then we have On the Wind, the Whimsicott. I like Whimsicott. I've always liked Whimsicott. Whimsicott is an amazing mod, and it's an amazing grass type, and also a really good fairy type too. With Prankster, this thing can literally do anything it wants, and so really cool. I know that dark types are immune to Prankster, but that doesn't really matter in my situations. All status moves, of course, go first, and that has a priority raised by 1, so that means they go first, and that is really cool. We have also got Infiltrator, so we ignore substitutes, Light Screen, Reflect, Safeguard, Mist, and Aurora Veil, which actually really could be useful. And then Chlorophyll is an interesting hidden ability if I was building a Sun team, but I'm not, so really not really interested in Chlorophyll. But of course we have Dazzling Gleam, we can Energy Ball, we could set up an Encore, we can defog now. 7th gen allowed Whimsicott to get the fog. It allowed a lot of great Pokemon to get the fog, and Whimsicott is one of those great Pokemon that gets the fog now, so oh my god, that's going to be amazing. So we got 2 defoggers, we get to set up a Hurricane, we can knock off, we can Leech Seed, we can Light Screen, we can Sub, we can... I'm not momentuming. I could Moonblast, I could Psychic, I can Shadow Ball, I can Seed Bomb. Oh my god, this thing is amazing. I love it. I even get U-Turn. So there's another U-Turner to deal with. And there's another U-Turner. So that's going to be really cool. And then after that, I decided to get my sand. I decided to get my sand person because I needed a sand. I needed a sander. I need sand to help Excadrill out. I needed sand, and I got sand now in Hippowdon, or as I'm going to call it, Hungry, because you know, Hungry Hippos. The great MB game, and of course, so Hungry has an amazing 2 abilities in Sand Force and Sand Stream. More likely to use Sand Stream because I'm giving sand to Driller, which is really cool. Also, we get Earthquake, we get to set up our Stealth Rocks, Body Slam, Crunch, Fire Fang. This thing gets them all. Of course, we can return, we can roar things out, we can slack off to get more recovery back. We can Toxic, we can Superpower, we can Whirlwind to get rid of people, or we can set up a sub. This thing is going to be amazing. Cannot wait to use Hippowdon. And having Hippowdon and Driller is going to be an amazing combination to set up the Sand with Hippowdon, go into Driller, and Driller just, goes in with the power. And then I went and gone and got Baraki XY, of course, my good friend, the old name for my good friend Beck's channel, before she moved on to Twitch. But Baraki is here, and of course Baraki gets synchronized, which of course allows if they try and burn, poison, and paralysis me, if they try and give me a status element, I give them one back. Or of course Inner Focus, which makes me unable to flinch, but really, why would I need, that's not really important. That's not really an Umbreon thing. But of course, Foul Play, Dark Pulse, we can Wish, we can Baton Pass, we can Heal Bell. This is the reason why I bought Umbreon, because Heal Bell, Wish, Baton Pass, Foul Play, it's just so cool. Oh, we get Moonlight as well. I'm not actually sure what gives me more recovery, because I guess Wish would give me a turn to get the Baton Pass, but Moonlight is pretty good too if I wanted to get recovery on Umbreon. There's also Protect. We can set up a Light Screen and Reflect. We also get Refresh, which is pretty cool. I guess that gets rid of R. Yeah, that gets rid of our status elements, not the team's status elements. Heal Bell is probably the better one for the team's status elements. And of course, we got another Toxic, and we got a Taunt. We can Taunt. Oh yeah, this thing is going to be cool. Cannot wait to use Baraki. And that is only half of the draft. Here is our second half. So, it got to about the 6th round of the draft. I was trying to wait and see if I could get Drugon, but sadly Drugon had actually gone earlier in the round because I was placed 11th, so I couldn't stop someone who actually has built a Mono Dragon team. There is somebody who's built a Mono Dragon team, which is kind of weird but kind of cool as well. But I did this. I was thinking about getting this as my fire type, and I wanted to get it, and I kept on. I don't like this mon being undrafted, and it was gonna go that way again. And I do not like seeing this mon undrafted. Victini, I like Victini. Victini is so cool. Base 100 above the board, all the way across the board, which means, in other words, it can do you can do anything you want with Victini. It is so goddamn good. Also, the fact is, Victini has. I gave Victini a Z Crystal. Victini is one of my Z-Mons. I'm only allowed to use 2 Z-Mons. Of course, if I have a Z... of course, I'm only allowed to use 2 Z-Mons, and of course, if I'm not allowed to use evasion boosting Z moves or Omni boosting Z moves, but that is all okay. Victory Star for the ability, which means I don't actually know what that means. This Pokemon and its allies' moves are have their accuracy multiplied by 1.1. Oh, that's rather interesting. Actually, that could really work out really nicely. Actually. Then of course we got base 100 across the board. Of course, the reason why I like Victini is because it gets all these amazing moves: Blue Flare, Bolt Strike, V-Create, all these hidden moves that you can't get for Victini in any other way, and it gets them this way. So yeah, I'm really happy with this thing. I'm really excited to use this thing. I can get Magic Coat up, I can go for a Z Headbutt, I could go for a Psychic, I could go I can go Final Gambit, which is not cool, but I could go for it. I can Brick Break, I can Dazzling Gleam? I didn't know you get Dazzling Gleam. That's really cool, actually. So yeah, this thing is amazing. I love Victini. I cannot wait to use this thing. I used it in remember the Pokemon Black LP all the way long ago. That's why it's called Power Zone, because that's named after my radio show. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. Can't wait to use this thing. Do you get U-turn? Yes, you do. You do get U-turn. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to use you. That's going to be amazing. Anyway, so then I went and got Mystic, and it's raining outside. Or snowing. I don't know which one it is, but it sounds really weird. Anyway, we have Mystic, the Miss Magnius. Miss Magnius is also a Z-move user with Levitate for the ability. Can't be hit by ground-type moves, which doesn't really matter when it comes to Miss Magnius. But, of course, we can Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Destiny Bond, which I don't really want to do, but if I need to, it's there. Dazzling Gleam, Dark Pulse, Energy Ball. I can Foul Play. Oh, you get Heal Bell too. I can Hex, which would be kind of cool. Ooh, I can set up the Magic Coat, I can Memento, I can Nasty Plot, I can Pain Split for recovery. You get Protect as well, Psychic, oh yeah, Shadow Sneak. This thing is going to be amazing. I can Taunt, I can Toxic, I can Trick, Will-O-Wisp. This thing is amazing. I cannot wait to use this thing. Mystic the Miss Magnius is gonna be amazing. And then of course, I did have to get a dragon eventually, and I'm really happy I got this dragon. I didn't get Dragon, but I did get something that's the exact same price as Dragon. And I do have quite a few physical attackers, so it's time I started getting some special ones in there too. So this is Bring the Noise for Noivern. Noivern gets Frisk Int, which of course lets me know people's items. It also gets an Infiltrator, which of course ignores Substitutes, Light Screen, Reflect, Safeguards, Safeguards and all that other stuff. And we also get Telepathy, which is the user does not take damage from attacks made by its allies. That's Worry Raw doubles battle thing, so that doesn't really help Noivern. But yeah, Noivern, I'm very, very excited to use. I was considering giving it a Z Crystal, but then I thought to myself, no, Noivern would be better with choice specs. So I'm kind of excited to be able to give it choice specs. I'm kind of excited to give it a number of different items because it can work out really nicely with a number of different items. Boom Burst, of course, that's why I said Bring the Noise. Draco Media, Dragon Pulse, Dragon Claw, Flamethrower, Heat Wave, Hurricane, Hyper Voice, again, Bring the Noise. I can Moonlight for recovery. I can Leech. You get Leech Life and Outrage. I can Protect. I can Psychic. Yeah, I'm so excited. And you also get U-turn. So yeah, I'm really excited. I got so many U-turners. I guess I don't have a Volt Turn core, but like I don't really care. Like, do you get Volt Switch? No, you do not. But I don't really care about having a Volt Turn core or anything like that. It doesn't really matter. I've got so many U-turners, it doesn't really matter, really. So yeah, Bring the Noise is going to be amazing. And then I thought to myself, Whimsicott is probably not the best one to have as part of my Fairy Steel Dragon core. So I thought to myself, I probably could do with another Fairy type. So I went and got Taz. Taz, the Granville, is quite cheap, and Intimidate for the ability, which is kind of something you always got to have in a draft league team, is someone who has Intimidate to lower attack stats. Of course, we also get Quick Feet, which if we're paralyzed, we get 1.5 point speed. And of course, we also have Rattled. Speed is raised by 1 stage if hit by a bug, or dark, or ghost type move. Interesting. Okay, so really like Granville, really like its it can be quite defensive. It's got an amazing attack stat. I like Granville. It is just really good. Dazzling Gleam, play more physical really. So things like play rough, close combat, body slam. That's probably more likely the things that I would use here. You get heal belt as well. Of course, we also get the fangs, the punches. We can low kick someone, and we can set up the rest for recovery. We can reflect. We can roar things out. We can rock slide. We can set up the sludge bomb. We can go for the stone edge. Oh yeah, superpower. Another toxic user. Another. We go for wild charge, but yeah, why? That's a lot of recall to do, but I feel like it could really work out very nicely. So Granville is going to be amazing. Cannot wait to use Taz. And then we got Yorkshire. I've been wanting to use Yorkshire again for a really long time. I used Yorkshire in the IBL Season 1 team, remember that? Yorkshire was really cool there. This is another Intimidate user, but also has Sand Rush, so it also gets helped by Hippowdon and an extra drill as well, so that's really cool. And we also have Scrappy, which is the thing that made Yorkshire amazing, really. You know, Scrappy. So it can hit ghost types with normal type moves. So Flacade, Crunch, Fire Fang, Frustration, Return, Hyper Voice. Although your special attack stat is not very good. You get Play Rough, you get Iron Head, and we can roar things out. You get Stomping Tantrum, which is a really good ground type move because you don't get Earthquake or Bulldoze, but you get Stomping Tantrum. So yeah, we also get Thunderbolt. We get another toxic user. We get a Surf. We get Superpower. You get to have a Substitute. Yeah, I'm really excited to use Stoutland. Stoutland is going to be really cool. And finally, my last one. It cost me 1 point, and it's an interesting one. More of a meme pick, really, but I really like it too. So, really excited to use this thing and stops our Ice type weakness because this is Worcestershire or Worcester, the Walrein, Worcester the Walrein, and Thick Fat for the ability. Of course, that means firing Ice type moves do half damage. We got Ice Body. If there's hail, we get healed, and of course we can use Oblivious, which of course means that we don't get infatuated or taunted. So that's really cool. That's really cool as well. We have an ice. We have this. We can use Aqua Tail. You're more of a special attacker, so more likely to use things like Ice Beam or I don't know. Really, I've never really used this thing. Super Fang would be rather interesting. We get Surf and Waterfall, Toxic, Signal Beam, Rock Slide, Roar. We can roar things out. We get the Hidden Powers, Ice Fang, Iron Head. I've never actually used it in Walrein before, but I'm really interested to use Walrein. I think it could work out really nicely. Let me know what you think of the Everton Empoleons team in the comment section down below. I think it's a rather good team. I'm trying to learn more about Draft League as we go on through the NBA Season 3 and of course beyond to IBL, the Indigo Battle League Season 3 as well, coming this summer. So I'm trying to get myself better in preparation for that, and that's what I'm trying to do with my front office of Darude and of course young Josh Huha as well also has joined the front office recently. So I've sort of got myself a nice little front office, and of course if you are someone who battles and or someone who knows Draft League, make sure to hit me up in the comment section down below or on Twitter at JoesphGames, and I can add you to the front office as well, because I need a lot of people. I need to have mockers and builders and stuff like that, because I'm trying to get myself better at this, and I really want to do well. I really want this team to excel. I want to make playoffs. I'm going to try my hardest to do what I can, but I also want to have a hell of a lot of fun as well. So if you're excited for Season 3 of the NBA, the National Battling Association, then of course leave a like, comment and subscribe. Cheer us on. Go and support all the other coaches in the league. Their links will be down in the description below if I can find them, that is. Some people have carried over from NBA season 2. Others are new, so I don't know their links yet, but I'll find them out, don't we? And until next time, I'm JoesphGames. Minda Pokemon get a Lazar. Everybody get a Pokemon. Alola.